Yo, hold up, okay, hold up. You see a bad bitch coming through, yo, what's the hold up? I'm in that new me and you know where I roll up. I tell a valet, park my Benz and bring the rosa. Yo, hold up, okay.
Welcome back.
It's a new episode.
Hi, girl.
New week of Black Bougie and Bout. I'm Albany.
And I'm Jessica, feeling very tropical in our colors today.
We gotta come up with a slogan when we come in. Black Bougie and Bout, where we give you, I don't know, the real, the raw. What's another R? The real, the raw, and the rich.
Yeah. Ooh, I like rich.
No, we working on it, y'all. We working on it, y'all. This episode, if y'all hear somebody in the background, it is what it is. We, it is. Hey, we here, and y'all hear us more. So pay attention to us.
We're right next door to a Pure Bar workout studio. So if you hear her in the background, two more. It's next door.
Yeah, it's not us. We don't have a track playing, but we have to record. We here, so we're gonna push through. Where do I want to get started? We don't have much on the list today, so we're probably gonna go off on some tangents and just kind of talk randomly because it's been calm. Like it ain't been much. Like before we came on camera, we were kind of talking about Lauren London. And the interview she did with Angie Martinez, and we all know, that Lauren lost her partner Nipsey about 3 years ago.
Wow, I can't believe it's been that long.
It was right before the world shut down. It was that happened, and then Kobe die?
No, it was maybe 2019. Because I remember when he died, I was still working at Camtech.
So then, when did Kobe die?
I think Kobe may have died the next year or the year after.
Was it 2020? Okay. I just remember it was like within the year span, it was a lot of celebrities dying because like Kobe died, Nipsey died, Chadwick Boseman ended up dying, I think, in that same year. Like it was like Cicely Tyson, I think, died during that time. Like, first of all, we've lost a lot of Black heroes over the last 3 years to like gun violence and senseless things. Like beyond like, old age and sickness, we've lost a lot of people to gun violence. So still sending love and prayers out to those families. But this is the first like real interview Lauren has done since the incident
like in
happened.
depth. I was happy to see this.
And she looks good. I've always been a fan of Lauren London. She always to me was like that girl, but
beautiful.
Like I know she always was like a home girl. She gave me home girl vibes. Like she didn't seem very like to me like
uppity.
Like some of the different Black girls in Hollywood that we kind of grew up watching where, like everybody know, like we said it before, Gabrielle Union gave Beachy energy, like when she was younger. Like I wouldn't probably not wanted to probably.
I probably wouldn't have been friends with her.
Now I'll probably be like, I'm a big fan. I really love your work. I love your books. But back then,
even now we don't know how she is.
You're right. Look,
it's hard to shake them demons off.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But Lauren has always,
she's always been beautiful too.
Yeah.
Like she's so pretty.
Yeah,
I love her. I've always felt just like after Nipsey died, just so sad for her, so sad for like the family and everything. Yeah, because I just think, obviously the whole situation is sad, and I know that the guy who shot him,
he just got convicted.
So I hope
they beat his ass. Whoever did before he had court that day, they beat him the fuck up,
as they should again. So but anyways, in the interview with Angie, who I love her too.
Look, first of all, can we talk, just to put a pause?
Can we give her flowers?
I was kind of pissed off because I don't know if you watched this, but she did an episode of Drink Champs. And to me, no disrespect to Tiffany Haddish or her, because to me, they should have had their own separate episodes.
I agree with that.
I thought that it was kind of bullshit that they're gonna bring a legend like Angie Martinez, who like is a legend in the radio game, and even hell, she was rapping at one point. A lot of people don't know that Angie was a rapper too back in the day. Like, but she's been a pioneer for women in the media industry. Like before Angela Yee, there was Angie Martinez, and for them to kind of like, to me, kind of try to squish her in with also a pioneer, she's
had her own before.
Drink Champs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a while ago.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's had her own before too.
I don't know. And
maybe they felt
Tiffany Haddish her own then.
I do think Tiffany deserved her own.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
I I didn't like that. But shout out to Angie Martinez and Tiffany Hatch. If you ever want to come on the show, we can do 2 back-to-back separate episodes, and we got y'all because I'm fans of both. You know, I'm fans of both. But she did a great job.
I love her. She's really like personable with people, very genuine. I get the vibes from her. So in the interview she asked Oren a lot of stuff about just like her coping with his death, her grieving process, how the family and the kids are doing, you know, how she wants to move forward in her career. And then she asked her about like if she ever wanted to be in love again or date anymore, and she gave some really good answers. I was interested to hear like about the love life, but also about her career too, because I know she got like some other movies coming out, and people have been trying to like, well, I don't want to say that, like people have been trying to give her roles because of this, but I do feel like entertainment is kind of like fucking with her, making sure they good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see that, but because we haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, even when he was living, she was still kind of like reviving her career. So she
had that show I think on BET maybe, and before that she might have been in a movie or two.
But she was slowing down.
She was definitely focusing on
her
what,
kids.
From what it seemed like motherhood and family, and I'm sure some things outside of the entertainment realm. But she said, you know, which I could understand where she was coming from. She said she doesn't want to be in love again. Like she doesn't want to. She just wants to focus on her career and her kids, but she doesn't really want to, you know, have the desire to put herself out there. Again. And I could see where she was coming from, because, you know, if you feel like you met your soulmate and, you know, this person that you have connected with and bonded with beyond anybody ever again, and then tragedy happens, I would be probably more reserved into putting myself back out there. But I don't know if I would be totally like never again, because she's still young. I think she said, what she said, like 30, she's 36.
Something like that.
She's still relatively young, like, and you Lauren Landon girl, like,
I think too she's still like coping with it. So I think that's a part of the reason why she said that. Now she did say, like we were talking about before we got on, how she sees I don't know why my chair is like slowly going down. Do you see that?
All that
ass. Like it.
You got all that
ass. But hold on, let me do this.
I said, do you need to
period.
I said, do you need to get up and do one of these?
I don't want them to see. Okay, I ain't gonna do all that. You know, see all that. Anyway,
we here.
Anyways, I do understand that, like she said, people now like dwell in their ego a lot. And honestly, if I wasn't single right now, I wouldn't want to be single, because all the things that you see online about like dating and relationships right now is negative as fuck. So like I wouldn't want to jump back in that either if I had like already experienced like such a great, you know, love or whatever, and then it's like, damn, I wouldn't want to do that either.
And
so I can't blame her.
Be comparing it, because it's like it's not like when you and somebody break up. Like it's like, okay, we decided, you know, that this ain't gonna work for us no more. Or it's not like y'all were old and gray, or maybe like you were older, like in your 60s, 70s,
or even like it was expected.
You know, this person was literally taken away from you in like a very tragic way. And I probably would be kind of like I said, apprehensive, because it's like you probably are comparing how like, oh, when me and this person went out, when me and this person did this, or when like that's, and
for her too to be in the public eye, like anybody who we know that she dates is probably never gonna be good enough. Like for the public, you know, they're gonna scrutinize everything. And then I'm sure they're very like protected. The people around them are, I'm sure, very protective over them. So I think like her dating and like having that too is probably.
Who was that? Kodak Black came out trying to be funny on live or something. It was like, oh, Lauren Landon, and they ate his ass up,
as they should.
Like everybody was like, leave her the fuck alone, nigga. Like even the men was like, man, you took it too far. You doing too much. Like. So I just my heart goes out to her. I know she said she doesn't want people to pity her, so I don't want to say that. I just say, like, I send blessings and peace and healing to her and her family and all of that. And I wish, her well. Like I said, it was a really good interview. I say, if you are grieving or going through something, I think it's probably a very healing, episode or podcast beyond in the world of all this bullshit of podcasts. Lord have mercy. It's something refreshing, to watch, because they ain't not on there talking about so who's the feminine and who's masculine and who gonna pay the tab if me and my friends go out. Like, it's a very real conversation,
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Now, okay, this is like random or whatever, but have you seen the Jay-Z interview with Kevin Hart?
I saw a majority of it. I watched it yesterday, and then I think did I finish it? I think I saw like 75-80%.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I actually like that show, Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart.
I do.
I love it because he has
post-cheating Kevin Hart has actually been my favorite. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude, but post-cheat that fight when she was pregnant, I don't know what, in the accident, all that. I don't know if it was like maybe because
and then too the Oscars thing too.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was like he just, and maybe that's just maturity, because I think he did turn 40 as well during this time period.
I think problems humble people.
Yeah, he what I'm saying? I mean, from the acting that he does, and the way he even carries himself, it's like he doesn't. Now it's no longer like I got to be the funny nigga in the room. I can just, be Kevin Hart, And
well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't never feel like he was acting like that. I think all celebrities have a bit of a like chip on their shoulder, like I'm the shit. So sometimes even in interviews when people are like talking to them, asking them questions, it's kind of like, not all of them, but some of them from like a high and mighty kind of a like place, but he just feels very genuine to me.
Not that, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like, I feel like early, like up until, like I said, pre this last big cheating scandal, it was like, he gotta come in and he gotta do the voice. So he gotta, kind of like what they say, tap dance nigga. Like you coming in being a court, court gesturing instead of just like coming to the Breakfast Club and interviewing and talking and being Kevin Hart, not Kevin Hart. That's what I'm saying. Like now I feel like when he talks to people and when he's being who he is, it's no longer, let me go in here and get these jokes off. Let me go in here and make these niggas laugh.
And I like even on the first season, I don't know who he's gonna be interviewing this time around. A lot of the people that he interviewed, he had never even met before. So that was like their first time. Now I know it's TV, so they may have had like a handshake or something beforehand. And I'm sure that he says none of the questions are prepared, but I'm sure there are questions prepared and certain things that people who come on.
But they are drinking.
They are drinking wine, and I'm sure there are certain things they've already told him. Don't ask me, whatever. But I thought the interview with Jay-Z was really good. I feel like
I felt like I was a fly on the wall almost, because like Jay-Z, the way he talked, and I guess maybe because I was under the influence when I was watching this too. Jay-Z talks like in a way where you gotta be really like, you can't be. Certain niggas not gonna understand what he talking about, which I think most people understand that, because like even when he was saying like, oh, this generation, I think the quote that everybody's been talking about, this generation has the access, but it's like in the knowledge, but it's about understanding the knowledge, too. That probably went above a lot of people's heads. Like they not understand. It's like, okay, you might know something, but do you understand what you know? I
think people be understanding what the fuck he's saying. I sometimes with the internet and like specifically like Jay-Z or like that like realm of celebrities, I feel like we kind of like glorify a lot of stuff that they say, because I feel like anybody else could say stuff like that and everybody's just like, yeah, like you're right, but with them it turns into like a gold cast video and like,
well, I ain't saying that part,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying the average everyday nigga ain't gonna, like the nigga who I was talking about before we got on the camera, he ain't gonna be able to sit down and watch that and be like,
you know what I'm saying?
He talking about, what you know, what you understand.
Sometimes I do feel like shit is like heightened for no reason, but the interview was really good. I like that he didn't really ask him a whole lot of stuff about about like
I don't think did he ever mention Beyonce? I never heard him mention Beyonce.
No. Well,
oh
at the very end, he said,
okay.
you know, when we did that, he said when I was thinking of questions for the interview, I didn't want to do the cliche questions like what is life like with Beyonce.
Yeah,
that's the only time he ever even said Beyonce's name.
And I love that. I hate when anybody who's attached to Beyonce always get like even Chloe and Halle, Kelly Rowland,
they ask them all the time.
Like, when's the last time you talked to B, or how does B feel about the album? Like, I hate that. Like, these are their own people.
And honestly, I hate that for them. Do you remember a long time ago, when Solange, I think she had put out, what was that first album? Oh, it was like with Tony and I Decided.
The real
first album. She was on some like news show, and they was like Beyonce's little sister Solange, and she was like, do not talk me in that way. Do not introduce me as that. I'm Solange. Sometimes you got to let motherfuckers know the first time.
I feel like Solange,
I'm here for that.
Know that she is the little big sister.
I'm not that girl.
Like, she been telling them since day one. What was that clip that's blurry as fuck where she was like, well, I forgot what they asked her. And I think she said, I'd be somebody's ass over Beyonce or something like that. Like, Solange is not.
She's not that girl
to play with.
But yeah, it was a very good interview. He talked about like going to therapy and growing as a grown man and how being a father has changed him and
made him value time in a different way.
Yeah, I like the part where he talked about his dad, because he was saying how as an adult he can look at things from his dad's perspective or just in general from other people's perspective about it. And I think that he got a lot of healing through that, understanding like his dad wasn't just not at home for no reason. Like his dad had suffered a loss, and then he was trying to like
with his own trauma. He was dealing with his own trauma.
Dealing with that. And like he said, his mother didn't have the language to say like, we don't really want you out there.
And then his mom had her own struggles, because I mean, we found out.
She's a lesbian.
444.
So it was very good, very insightful. If it's on in YouTube, I know the whole episodes. But if you have Peacock, go ahead and watch it.
I went ahead and just paid the $4.99. I was like, and then I get to watch whatever else on here for the month.
I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg having that show when they was like recounting the sports.
Yes,
they need to do that all the time. That needs to be an actual like show.
They should have been doing the World Games, goddamn.
No, literally. Because
who the fuck was covering World Games?
They are so funny together. They are so funny together.
Snoop Dogg and the way he's reinvented him. So that's another person.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain people I feel like, and I know Snoop Dogg's a megastar. I mean, I know he is, but like there are certain people I feel like don't steal and get the credit that they deserve.
True, but it's hard to like stay relevant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga been in the game since I think he was like 18, 19. Yeah. And Snoop Dogg is 50 something. Like, this nigga's a grandfather now. Like, and he's still like, it's not like, oh, that nigga Snoop Dogg. No, it's that nigga Uncle Snoop. Like, he's still very like, if he get on a song, people still like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, I appreciate it. So
I love Snoop.
Shout out to Snoop. But yeah, check out Heart to Heart.
They should it's a comedy show on Netflix that Snoop is like hosting. Did you see that? It had Cat Williams on there, D-Ray Davis, Mike Epps.
I fell asleep, but no to them.
It was actually funny though. I watched it the other day.
I just put it on.
Like, that's actually the funniest I have seen Mike Epps in a while. It was funny to me, maybe because we was drinking, but it was funny.
Have you watched the Upshaws? Speaking of Mike Epps,
the second season?
Yeah,
I haven't. I didn't know it was out.
Yeah, it's. So I like the Upshaws, but
the first season was good.
The more I do sit back and I saw maybe I'm getting influenced by the internet and TikToks, but I did see a TikTok that was kind of talking about how kind of fucked up the Upshaws really are if you think about it. Like, and more in relation to the second season. So I don't I don't know if I want to spoil it for you, but
I don't care.
Okay, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen the second season, but like. In the second season, he had the kid, the break baby, I guess, when they, or he had a baby. He had the son and then the ghetto twins, whatever. So he ended up, like, the first episode opens up with her singing, Calvin can't be over here all the time. He need to be at home sometimes. It's like the third night in a row he didn't sleep over. And basically, the whole season, there's this dynamic where Mike Epps' character is trying to be like a real, like really try to be more present in his son's life. And she's kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but you know,
yeah,
like, and the TikTok I saw was basically kind of saying how toxic that whole situation really is, because it's like you accepted this man back after he had you chose to stay with him after these numerous situations happened. And now he's trying to be better and be a good man, and you still like kind of
like you holding it over his head.
Like you know, in the first season he stole that money from her to do whatever. So in the second season, he has like some old car that he revitalizes and that he's gonna sell to give her the money back and some. And listening to her sister, Wanda Sykes' character, she gets caught up like. The sister's like, oh yeah, there was a woman at the shop with him, and she thinks he's cheating on her. So she goes
doesn't like him.
So she goes to the shop, Kim Field's character, and basically keys the car that he's like revitalized that he's about to sell, because she's like, you cheating on me again, He's like, no, I told you I was. And he even told her like, I'm selling this car, and she didn't even believe him. And then the lady came in and she was like, well, I guess I ain't buying a car no more. And she was like, what? Like, you really were? He's like, I told you I was selling it. Like, you didn't trust me. And that whole, to me, it's just it is like, the more I think about it, it is kind of glorifying like this whole like broken home,
broken family.
I know it's comedy, but it's kind of like, that is kind of fucked up, because like you telling this man is saying, I want my son to live with me so I can be in his life more and take care of him. And you like, nah, he got a mama. Like, she, you know, I just...
It almost needs to be like with that kind of a storyline, it almost need to be something dramatic.
Yeah, like, to me, that ain't no, like, that's some real, like... I don't know. It's kind of... I'm gonna watch it. I like it
because it was funny, the first one. And I like the Miss Pat show.
I love Miss Pat. I heard that. I think they already got renewed for season 3, and season 2 ain't even came out yet. I like the Miss Pat show. She funny as hell.
Now, a lot of the like critiques that I see of that, like on Twitter or on TikTok, is that it's kind of like toxic family things, and then a lot of people don't like that. On both shows, they're not very accepting of homosexuality. Yeah, not everybody on the show, but like Mike Epps' character, you know, he got a problem with the son being gay. And then I think
they kind of improved on that in season 2, I will say, and in my opinion.
I think on hers, she made a few jokes on her show.
Yeah, she said, now Miss Pat was saying shit I ain't never heard of. Like, some of them terms, I ain't gonna repeat them because I ain't trying to get canceled. But some of them terms, I was like, I had never even heard. That's some old school shit right there. I was like, I ain't never heard this shit.
So it's like people were saying like gay people always have to be like the butt of jokes, or like you know, stuff like that. I can agree with that happens a lot on the show. Yeah, but I don't know if they mean it in that kind of a way,
because they always show them accepting them like at the end.
Because like I said, it's usually only one person that feels that way. Everybody else on the show be like, whatever, you know.
And that person always comes around.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think that's pretty like normal. Yeah. Like if you want to be keep it above. Yeah. You know, everybody, black people are very like low key conservative. Everybody don't be agreeing with that.
I agree.
So like, I don't know.
But I don't have a problem with the Miss Pat show. It was that small little tidbit about the son, like that whole, and it's like, okay, you did take that man back, and I guess maybe that's a part of the element of the show. It's like, okay, girl, you took him back, and you steady doing the same shit.
She kind of rowdy on the show anyway.
That too, like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, the Kim Fields on that show and the Kim Fields we saw on Real Housewives of Atlanta is not the same Kim. Because she was like, I want my kids. I miss my kids. And the Kim Fields on the show like, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
She's like, he got a mama. Like, what?
Yeah, and she don't like the mama coming over there either on the show. I remember that. Yeah.
Like, I be like, damn, the nigga, I know he done fucked up. Okay, he fucked up.
At least he tried.
But he trying to take care of the son. And now you mad because he doing too much.
Crazy.
Anyway, we got totally sidetracked.
Well, I guess while we talking about like TV, we could talk about Diddy.
Okay, yes. We want to take a moment we meant to do this probably weeks ago when we were talking about the BET Awards and all that, but I saw a post Jessica did. She actually posted about this album, and it brought up memories because I forgot. And
it brought up memories.
I had to listen to it at work immediately once I saw the post because I was like, I was like, no, the world slept on that album, I feel like, when it came out. Like, it was popular, but it wasn't like, I feel like people ain't bumping it the way they should still be, because that album is good as fuck.
The album is good as fuck. Like, I don't know if it's like seen as a classic, like how it is.
It should be.
Yeah. If you don't know, we're talking about Last Train to Paris.
It's almost a no skip.
Yeah. Angels was like my favorite song on the album.
I'm coming home.
And then when they had Rick Ross
and Nicki, I came up
on the remix,
and they got the Queen, the Alexander McQueen, got the wrist on blow, the bottles is on pole. Like,
Jimmy.
What the I look like
bitch, I run this town.
Yeah,
Nicki
that
was a good
shit
album.
like that no more. I'm sorry, but I still love the new Nicki music, but it don't hit.
It don't be hit like that.
It don't hit like that.
I wonder, is it just because, like, you know how certain people have like a time when like music hit a certain way, and then you can never like duplicate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe it's just that's.
And I think also because Nicki, when she came out, she literally was like, if we keeping it a buck, was the only woman really like
at that time,
with all these male rappers that was out. So she had to kind of like, she couldn't really come out being
she had to come with it. I think too, just because the energy, like she was hungry, like she was really trying to like get it for real. And that energy, when you trying to get it and when you got it, be different.
It be different.
You know what I'm saying? But Last Train to Paris is one of my favorite albums.
That song with Chris Brown. It's 2 songs actually on there with Chris Brown, and I forgot about that. Because it's a slow song. Don't you ever leave.
I love that song.
Don't you ever.
I love that song. And then hello, what we said? Hello, good morning. What's the other song?
This one with Nicki.
It's another one.
Good morning. And like I said, Coming Home with Skylar Grey. That was my song.
Of my life.
Shout out to David King. What's her name? Don Richards.
Twice.
Don Richards. I saw somebody say Don Richards is slept on. I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to her music, but I'm sure. I always thought she was talented.
I used to listen to her. I used to listen to her mixtapes, and they were always good.
And what was the other girl that was in there? I forgot her name. What happened to her? What's her name? The other girl that was. That we sorry, sis.
She was on Love and Hip Hop for a second.
You killed it too, though. Bring Diddy Dirty
Kalina Harper. Hey, boo. That's what the thing.
I always thought she was a stale.
It is giving. Take me on a trip. I like to go someday.
I ain't gonna lie, when it first came out, I thought she was like a stale. But Diddy did like
Ass on the Floor. That was my song.
Oh yeah. That album, like I said, was a really actually good.
That's a great album.
I really and Diddy actually like when Diddy is doing what Diddy's supposed to do, like his actual job, he does. Really good
Diddy's
job
very talented.
Albums and producing music. I mean, Diddy Kane, I fucked with them. Day 26.
We in the car, we ride slow. We doing things that the girls don't do. The boys said Diddy Kane, we smile back. All my girls in the rainbow Cadillac. Yeah.
And Day 26, we ain't forgot about that.
Day 26 has some good ass albums. I got the last Day 26 album, that second one, I still listen to it.
Day 26, and the what's his name? Mike, the big guy who could sing. He had some smooth skin. Mm-hmm. And I remember he showed them how to make a real ass grilled cheese on making the band.
And I remember Diddy came in and was like, who made these grilled cheese sandwiches? Y'all ain't supposed to be eating that.
But he ate it. He said that shit was good. He
like,
you gotta put the butter on both sides. From that day on, I made sure to butter my bread. Okay,
I'm crying
when I made the grilled cheese because of Big Mike over there. Okay,
what's that? It's a sound on TikTok with Lorianne Gibson that's trending right now. When she be like, take it from the top.
Miss Boom Cat.
What is that?
That's that one girl.
What?
Miss Boom Cat.
I love her. Yeah. She was my favorite part of that damn show.
Yeah, Diddy, like, I mean, he deserves, like, I know we joke and the internet says different things about Diddy, and I don't know if they true or not. I hope not, but you know, we gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Mm-hmm. But musicality wise,
I mean, he got undeniable talent. It's a lot of people who like that. They have undeniable talent. They just let their personal life, overtake that. But
Mary, Jodeci, Faith, Biggie. That other nigga who made Flavor in your Craig. Danity Kane, Day 26, 112,
Case,
Total, Mace. That's at least 15 careers he didn't birth. He had his handprint on, and I'm
even Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey even had her whole like Diddy moment, you know, like, Diddy era.
Diddy, it don't pain me to say this, but Diddy that nigga, like Diddy that nigga. Yeah, Revolt. I know y'all got Carisha, please, but y'all can have Black Bougie and Bout. And we'll come out every week, not once a month. Oh, no shade, because I know she busy. But I'm just saying.
But Kevin Gates can't come.
I haven't even finished that. I started it, and I was like, I don't even know if I can.
I don't know.
Kevin Gates, when I listen to him, I still like his music. I think he make good sex music, but when he do interviews, I just like, maybe I'm not there yet. Cause I'd be like,
I'm just not a fan. And
then
and honestly, I don't feel bad for not being a fan. Like, he got certain songs I like, but you ain't gonna ever see my little head at the bottom on Apple Music on no damn Kevin Gates album. I'm sorry, I don't like him like that.
No, I like I said, I like some of his music.
That's another person who personal life like overshadows their work. Like, sit your ass down. And for him to be a Muslim, girl, I don't believe none of that shit.
And then it's very, to me, gimmicky. It's like,
it is performative.
Even the way, like, I gotta look on her booty and see her pussy. Like, just say pussy and booty. Like, you ain't even gotta be like, I gotta spit on her booty and her booty.
Why you talking like E40? Why you talking like that?
It was just a little like,
he gives me gay vibes anyway.
Oh, he
gives me gay vibes.
Some more than me. I don't.
He gives me those kind of. He gives me goy vibes.
I can see why Drika left or whoever decided to.
Hell yeah! And meanwhile, she did what she needed to do, and she out on the farm.
She got a farm,
picking her berries and stuff, unbothered. I would be too. Let that crazy ass nigga go. All right. Oh, speaking of settling down and marriages and things of that sort.
Yes.
We want to talk about, is being ready to settle down an age? You know, do you come to an age where you think you want to settle down, or is that a mindset? What do you think?
Mindset. I think I posted this on my page, or I think we talked about this in the DMs.
I think mindset too.
It's mindset only because there are people who would get married at 20 or 18, fresh out of high school, and they with that person till they old and gray.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the mindset, because they were in the mindset at 18. They were like, I love this person. I want to be with this person.
Yeah.
This is the relationship I see myself being in. And they worked with each other over the years and over time to be there. Because commitment to me is a mindset. Like, being in something with somebody is a mindset. Your age is kind of, because you can be 40 and your mindset.
You can be 60.
Your mindset. I'm gonna be in the streets for.
Yeah.
I know a nigga right now, 35. He said he gonna fuck hoes for the rest of his life.
Well, it be that way.
And that's the life he want to live.
Have fun with that.
And that's a mindset.
Yeah, have fun with that.
So,
I mean, when people say stuff like that, I want them to realize that is a choice they are making for their life. You know what I'm saying? You will get old, and somebody gonna have to wipe your ass. Like, you ain't gonna have no kids.
I mean, he got kids.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you want a spouse. I'm not saying like
by
you
myself.
Want a spouse, because we said this before, like, you don't have to be married to have a full life, but I think when you choose to just be a bachelor your whole life, or a bachelorette,
that's lonely.
I think that's lonely as fuck. Like, you can have somebody, even like friends, or like, I don't know, something. I don't know.
I feel like with men, it's like this, and maybe this is just something I'm assuming. So it's like, I feel like they might look at life where it's like, I got one great love. Like, it's one girl. I'm gonna try the whole white picket traditional American dream, whatever. We get married, have kids. If that don't work out, never again.
I can see that.
And I feel
I've
like
heard
women
men say that
it's
before.
Like more open, you know.
Even though they might feel like that, I mean, it's tons of men out here who get remarried and remarried and remarried, because men can always find another woman. Period. Yeah. That's the thing about it. Like, women, when you find a good man, keep his ass. Cause he can go out and find somebody else.
Yeah, but
period.
If he don't want to be kept, sis, ain't nothing you gonna.
Well, nah, but I'm just saying, like, he can go out. It's easy for a man to go out and find a woman. Like, he literally just walk outside. 5 bitches will pass by his ass. Like, for women, especially like once they get older and you've been divorced, it's hard to find a good man. Yeah, that's why you see so many like single successful women, and you hear women like talking about like they want a man that has certain things because they've reached a certain pinnacle in their life, and they can't find no damn body, especially when you're a black woman.
True. Yeah. Agreed.
So like, I do think it's a mindset. I think you have to be in a place where you want to be with somebody and you have to decide like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you or with them or however y'all gonna do it.
So question, if being ready to settle down is a mindset, what would that look like for maybe somebody, or how would that be if say maybe you don't want to, like, because some people like, or maybe they won't, settling down for them is not being with one specific person. Yeah. How would that, how do you think that would look then?
I mean, I think you're gonna have to find somebody who is gonna be on the same kind of time you on. Like, if you get with somebody, because I saw this clip on Facebook yesterday randomly where this girl, she was dating and she wanted to be married to this guy. She had been dating him for a while, but she actually wanted them to live in separate houses.
I heard somebody else say that on the podcast.
So Steve Harvey was just like, if he living in a separate house, what you think he gonna be doing separately? Yeah. Like, cause he not coming home to you. And she was like, oh, he could come over. So I feel like if you got like terms or you have like things that you want to do like that, that's your outlook on life and on love, find you somebody, if you can, that's down with that shit too. Yeah. But I feel like it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's how I feel. When you're a person like that, like for the people, and I don't want to call it extreme because I don't want to, I feel like everybody.
If that's your preference,
you live a life that's gonna make you happy when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. But I feel like when you do stuff that's, I guess, out of the box or non-traditional, you have to be open to that. Open to the fact that you might not find nobody who wants that, to do because that, it's so non-traditional. Yeah, I mean, are all taught a certain thing. Of course, growing up in America, the Western world. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know about it because my thing is, why get married? Just
that's
date.
What he said. Yeah, like just date. Just what I'm saying? And then one of the ladies that I saw who was kind of like commenting on it, she was like, well, is this like you're gonna get married? Do you still expect him to like buy that house, the other house you live in? Do you still expect him to like do things for you? Because if that's the case, like y'all don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is you and your person or your people or whoever decide like the terms of y'all relationship. Yeah. But that's with anything though. That's any relationship, whether y'all dating, whether y'all get married, whether y'all fucking, whether y'all friends. Like you kind of have to teach people how to treat you. Yeah. And or you have to like set boundaries up, I feel like. And if they're not doing it, then
that means
that's how I feel about that. Weird. Yeah.
And speaking about that, there is a difference between being and from my point of view, being sexually compatible and being relationship compatible. Like I think there are people that we're gonna come up. This is me. It's some folks you're gonna come across and they're gonna have some of the best mind-blowing sex you've ever had. It's gonna be like, damn. But that is not, you ain't supposed to date that person. Yeah. That is not your soulmate. That is not your life partner. That is the bump in the road. I hate to say it like that, but
the bump in the road.
It's just, you just passing through. Yeah. And I think that we all, me included, have to work on the discernment to, tell the two. Because I think a lot of people engage in, how do I say this? You try to start a relationship with somebody you only sexually compatible with, and then that's when the problems come up earlier, because you trying to put somebody in a box that they don't fit in that. You trying to put a square in a circle,
right? Yeah, I mean that's why. I mean you're gonna come across way more people you just attracted to, like in general, just straight up, you got chemistry with them, than people who are supposed to be like with you in your life.
Yeah.
And it is, I think once you have sex too, it's hard to like discern what's what. So sometimes on here, that's when I say, that's why I think sometimes you should wait to see, because it's like we got to give niggas a chance to act a fool first before like
tell a nigga no.
You know what I'm saying? Like before you do what you gonna do. But once you've already done that, it's like sometimes it's hard to tell. You know, I feel like sex clouds your judgment sometimes.
Yeah, if the dick good, definitely. Now if it's whack, it might clear your judgment up even more. You might be like, you know what? I was willing to work with you, but you know what? You got to go.
And then it's some people like who say that they've done it in the first time, it wasn't good. But then when they like got to know each other,
get more comfortable,
they get more comfortable, and y'all a little bit more in sync, then it's a lot better.
I think
you know
the
what I'm
first
saying?
time ain't that good no way with anybody. I think that it's very rare where you just meet somebody. And
I don't think like, nobody is a pro.
It's just like, oh, that was the woo, like how they do it in the movies, you know, they make a nigga in the club and then they just fall back on the bed. Yeah. It's like, whoo, that was amazing.
I think you could be like sexually compatible. Like maybe all the stuff you do, they like. All the stuff they do, you like, and y'all good. But I don't think nobody a pro at sex. Yeah. You can't be, because everybody like different shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's body is different. Or like, so your stroke game with one girl might be different than with another girl, and or some girls, vice versa.
Like oral more than they like penetration. Some girls like penetration more than they like oral. Some girls don't like to touch their clitoris. Some women do.
Exactly.
Like, it's same thing with men. Like I be listening to the podcast and all this stuff, and some men like that this happening on their balls. Some men don't like this happening on their balls.
Exactly.
Like, it's just so.
So you might be doing all your tricks and stuff like that you thought, you know, your other nigga like, but then this dude don't like that
at all.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think nobody's like a pro at it. I feel like it's all subjective. But yeah, I think relationship compatibility is more important, but sex is definitely important.
Yeah.
Like relationship probably 100, sexual compatibility got to be goddamn 97.8.
It's high.
It's right behind.
It's very high, because if you get in I strongly believe. I ain't really never. Well, I take it back. I have experienced that because that was one of the issues in the one relationship I did have. That's sex part, because that's another level of intimacy. And if there's a roadblock on you being able to be completely, because I think I don't think your relationship, me personally, is gonna be successful if you and that person aren't like 100% open with each other sexually. Like y'all know what each other like, you know what you don't like, you know what you want to try, because that's when you start, other people I feel like start looking for stuff outside the house, and when it's, you know, something that they're not getting, men and women, right, they're not getting, you know, or something they want to try and they done brought it up and you don't want to try it. I feel like that's really when they start looking other places, because that's why I say y'all need to start telling these motherfuckers what you into. Like if they don't like that you like to hang from the ceiling and get choked by a belt, then go find somebody that do.
Well, no, because I don't think, just like when that girl Jazzy, she was saying that her man like to do anal, but she don't like it at all. I don't think just because you into it, it don't mean your partner have to be into it either. I think y'all need to talk about like what's the happy medium. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's a non-negotiable. Like,
I mean, if
you got to do anal,
then we can't be together.
That's what I'm saying. You need to find somebody who like, because I feel like she shouldn't be suffering her booty. If she shouldn't be subjecting her booty hole to that, if she don't want, like, because to me that's like kind of like. Not to be, I don't want to say the R word, but that's
but it is giving.
Like, because if I tell you I don't want to do like this, I don't really enjoy it, I don't get in, you're like, but I like it, I want to do it, and it's like, fuck how I feel about what we doing. That's kind of.
And he might not be that way, but even just the fact that he's still going through with it, it's like, huh? But see, this is why I feel like if you had been a little bit more, if you had developed real feelings with somebody or like respect before y'all start having sex, like somebody would be like, okay, you know what, cool, like I'm not gonna do that. I feel like if there's a level of respect between you and your partner, they wouldn't even ask you to do that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas know who they can come to with that kind of shit. Like it's like grown men out here who have wives. They know damn well they ain't finna ask their wife, like, can this girl come in the bedroom?
Yeah.
You know, then they'd be on the episode of Snaps. Like,
or whatever this new show with Tammy Roman.
Yeah, like, I think people know who to, like, try. You know what I'm saying? Like, within reason.
Yeah.
But, and then you ain't gonna be able to have sex your whole life.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm going to the cobwebs come out.
I very much hope so that I am.
I'll be at the doctor like, Doc, I need the pill. Whatever it is, give it to me. And he need one too.
I very much hope so. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's going to be times in your life where you might have had your baby. Mm-hmm. You got to wait, the 6 weeks or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or your man's sick, or, y'all traveling. Maybe he out of town. Like, it's going to have to be other things between y'all, but besides sex, that keep your relationship going. Like, that can't be the whole thing. I don't think.
I don't even see a relationship lasting or being healthy, and the whole relationship is just about sex. Because when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having a real bad day, ain't no dick gonna fix that. I just might want to talk. Like, I just want to feel consoled, and dick is not the same thing as consoling me.
I think intimacy is more important.
Yeah, and sex and intimacy aren't the same thing, y'all.
Yeah.
Just in case you know.
I think the intimacy is more important. Yeah. Like, that's what's gonna make me want to have sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some good intimacy, and I'm good. You remember on that Bad Black Woman when she was asleep, and like she put the ring on his finger or whatever. She woke up the next morning and the thing was like narrating, and she was like, he gave me something I didn't even know I needed. Intimacy.
That whole movie had me like, he was like, I be on the tampon now, and
I swear I'd buy you feminine products.
Like, I just was like,
I was like, I want somebody
get my tamp,
buy me some honey pot.
Look, get my pads for me. Ask me, do I need the super or the regular, or the like? Ugh. I feel like that's when you know a nigga really fuck with you. If a nigga gonna get you a tampon or something, cause I feel like niggas be like, you can't. I'll give you the money to go get that shit. Like, you can't. But a nigga be like, what you need? You need super, light. You know the sizes.
I never thought it was a problem because my dad used to buy us pads and stuff.
Now my no good. What they say, you're no good, down good, and rotten, stealing grandfather. My no good, rotten daddy. He even did that up until a point. He did buy my sanitary napkins for me. He let me,
he would make sure me and Lauren had whatever we needed at his house.
I don't know why that's a weird thing. I feel like there are a lot of things that society makes weird that should not be weird. That's why we going through now.
Facts.
Yeah.
You want to talk about World Games? We didn't talk about that.
I ain't really go to much, so I'm gonna be speaking from the outside looking in.
I ain't go to a whole lot either. I do think that the whole City Wall thing is cool. I've been down there a few times.
Like, I loved the idea of World Games. Like,
yeah, it wasn't even as many people in like the city. Like, I thought it was
the advertising. Like, I was talking to my mom about this. I was like, was ESPN even here? Like, how you got all these motherfucking sports and I ain't seeing nothing on the TV, nothing on the ESPN app, nothing on the sports apps. Like, who was even covering the sports? Like, was it just live stream? Like, to me, like, it's the way they put it was Olympics. World Games. So, like,
I thought it would be more like pumping circumstance.
Yeah, like, where the people at? Like, where's the advertising? Where's the hype? Where's the hoopla? Like, it just was very much so the ghetto version of
I'm gonna say this
whatever.
Too. I think this is a time, or not this is a time, but it is a time where we need to start having like more young people in rooms that have to do with like events and stuff, because, and it's no disrespect to like if you work somewhere and you had something to do with it or yada yada yada, but I feel like young people kind of like know how to get the people going, and I think sometimes like Birmingham plays it super duper safe all the time, like from the performances. No disrespect,
that got me.
No disrespect to like Lionel Richie. I love,
but I heard the nigga was 45 minutes.
I heard he was late as hell, and like also he only did like 3 songs.
That's all he got,
and
besides the Commodore,
you know
song.
What I'm saying? Like, but that's what I'm saying. It's just not giving. And the same people who we be giving these things to, they lame they damn self.
Yeah, it just
they don't need to do it. And then like the mics, that little Alabama Strong song, whatever it was, y'all need to have gave them a sheet with the lyrics on it before they went out there. Ruben ain't know what the hell was going on. Okay, the Blind Boys of Alabama, we ain't seen them since Fighting Temptations, and they went really good there.
Don't do the Blind Boys like that, because first of all, I don't mean this with the respectfully. How the fuck old are them niggas? Because they was like 90 in Fighting Temptations. And I'm not even trying to be like, they shouldn't even be. Is a certain.
Why are they here?
Why are you performing?
Why are they here?
Performing? Why are you performing? Tina Turner even decided she got to sit down. And
why are they here? I could see Taylor. What's his name? Taylor Hicks.
Yeah.
Bo Bice. They look elderly too.
Well, Taylor Hicks' hair been great. I think
he just looked elderly.
He was great.
But Bo Bice definitely looked like he been having.
And then
he been living a hard life.
I love Auntie Yolanda. I do.
She messed up.
But is she from Alabama?
Is she from Alabama? And also she messed up. She started singing "America the Beautiful." Nobody want to talk about that.
I didn't even hear about that.
Rewind. Put your tape recorders and go back.
Yeah, it was. I didn't go. The only thing I went to was an inline hockey game, and it was empty. So
I did. And see, that's another thing. I feel like everything free.
No, it was. They should
have made everything free.
$30.
I don't know if that was a Birmingham thing or a World Games thing, but everything should have damn near been free, or like you said, $10. And then too, everything's going on during the day when everybody's at work. So that's another reason why I feel like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
them big concerts, like, no offense to Lupe, but and no, I don't know who the white band was. Never heard of them. And then you had Big Boy. I think that was probably the best shit they probably did. That was about the best thing they did the whole time. Yeah. And then I heard that the vendors were complaining because they paid all that money. And there was like no foot traffic. And I saw one lady, my heart goes out to her. She said she took out like 2 or 3 loans to be able to pay the vendor fee. And they guaranteed her she was going to be able to make her money back. And she was like, I got to go get a second job to now pay off all these loans and to break even because nobody was coming to shop.
Well, first of all, don't do that.
I'm sorry. I would have told you. I wouldn't take the word of nobody.
That's poor money management.
Yeah,
let's start there.
Yeah.
But it was heavier traffic over the weekend.
Yeah.
But during the weekdays, everybody's at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you like me, it's hard as fuck, or it was hard as fuck to even get down there because they had so many streets blocked off. So it's
I didn't want to ride the bus. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's great for Birmingham in general. Like, I hope that it brings more to our city.
Yeah.
I think the city looks good. I hate that they had to take the World Games for us to like clean up.
And they did a half-ass job at that, if I'm being real, but I'm sorry.
They did. But it looked nice on camera though. Like but it didn't even look like Birmingham to me.
Yeah, the skate park
was really nice.
Area right down there by Protective looks great.
Yeah.
And when you get about 4 miles, 2.5 miles outside
of course.
Trash.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. But the city walk and everything, it's very nice. I went to, what's it called? Kelly Ingram Park. Because my aunt sang out there. So I saw her and there was tons of like vendors and stuff out there. And it was nice. It was tons of like food trucks and stuff out there too. But
the advertising was horrible.
The advertising was horrible. Everything is so like vanilla. I'm sure the World Games, I don't know if they had to like approve stuff. I feel like we could have did a little bit better than that.
Not even vanilla, but I was even telling my mom, like, I worked on some vaccine commercials year before last or whenever. I saw those vaccine commercials on Hulu, YouTube. I mean, I could not watch nothing streaming wise and not see the vaccine commercial for Jefferson County.
Why didn't we see
did not see not one advertisement on nothing on not streaming platform in regards to World Games, and we've known about this for years.
Yeah, and a few of my like friends and the girl who did my hair, we were talking about it, and she was like, I don't even know like what to do. Like, I don't know like what sports are here. I don't know. I don't think they did a very good job. And for so many people to be like not complaining, but like bragging that they have a deal and that they're helping out and they're doing all that.
No shade to nobody, because we are happy for people.
Oh, that ain't shade. I'm not talking about people who have like other podcasts and stuff like that. I'm talking about I don't give.
I know you don't care. I'm gonna always put out the buffer because we ain't millionaire shit. So and then when we get big,
and y'all ain't gonna help us.
I mean, you're not. I just don't want nobody to be like they just salty because they ain't get a deal, because it's like we didn't.
Oh, I'm not. But that's it. I mean, like when you put art out, people are gonna they're gonna get their opinion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's much work to be done.
Yeah, no, they missed the mark.
Because you didn't know anything.
Yeah, the advertising again was what got me like. The signage, when I went to the event, I couldn't even fucking figure out I was in the right place. Like, again, this is a I know for a fact, probably $1 billion event. Mm-hmm. Y'all can't buy no signs. You can't tell me go this way, that way, restroom this way. Mm-hmm. I heard a lot of complaining about the ADA assistance, like which is the handicap assistance, like people being able to get into certain venues and events. Like, it just was like, but the people I know who were involved in this shit, y'all knew better, and I'm gonna just leave it at that because.
But they don't.
But they do. It was about penny pinching where you could and doing it. And again, if you want to give somebody an experience, you can't be like that. And again, this is me speaking from the outside looking in because I only went to one event, so I don't know. But I didn't hear good things.
I didn't hear good things, even from people who I know who went to like the opening and the closing ceremony. And some of the people who went to the sports said that it was a little janky, you know what I'm saying? And that sounds so bad because if we said that, imagine what the people from like out of the country and all the people who were participating said. You know what I'm saying? Like they would never have it again.
Yeah, it just, to me, for this to be
or like they wouldn't, if somebody else wanted to have something here, they'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that, I hate to say this, but I feel like that always fucking happens when we try to do something that's not the fucking Magic City Classic, that's some hood ass, no offense, like I love Magic City Classic, but it's like every time they
try to elevate.
Yeah, it's like, it just, I don't know if it's the city. I don't know if it's the people who are planning. I don't know if it's a combination.
It is.
It's just like,
I don't really think it's the city. I think it's the people, because it's like we've already seen that like people will come out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like people will come out. People will support. They just have to know. Yeah. I just don't think that everybody does their due diligence to make sure
it has to be accessible.
Known. Yeah.
Like y'all got $30 tickets. Meanwhile, gas was $4.20 up until this weekend. Literally.
I mean, but that's not on them. But letting people know where and how they can get tickets is.
Yeah, but also you gotta know your market if you're really marketing. And if we are borderline on a recession, maybe selling each individual ticket for $30 ain't the move. Maybe you need to do like hey, 3 for $30.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's a beyond their control thing to set ticket prices or what, like
I believe it is, because at the very last minute they started doing that buy one get one free.
Well, that's because too they ain't want no empty ass shots.
But I'm saying if you could do that, you could have probably did the hey, $30 you get to go to the hockey, the gymnastics,
pick out
whatever,
3 or something.
Instead of it being 30 or I think the day pass is like 100 and something.
That's crazy.
It's like I might not want to do everything $100 worth of stuff.
And I know a lot of people just wanted to take their kids. You know it's the summertime. Yeah, we be slow as fuck. But good job, y'all.
I mean, I'm happy for Birmingham. Hopefully, I'm just praying that I want a Beyonce concert to come to Birmingham while I'm still here. That's all. I know it won't never happen because I'll probably be long gone. But I'm just ready so I can leave home and go directly. I don't have to like make a whole trip out of it.
Thank you guys for watching today.
Like, I'm just saying, sis, I know you got a tour coming up. And hear me out. You would make your money back and more.
Thank you guys for coming today and for watching. Make sure you find us down below. Everything is listed down below. You can find me on Instagram at Jessie_Monique MONIQUE.
Y'all see how she doing me?
2 E's on Twitter.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at The Real Ebony Ayana, and then at _Ebony Ayana on Twitter. We thank y'all for tuning in. I mean, I was looking at our Instagram page the other day, and I think we have like over 400, I think, followers now. And like, I remember like this time last year, we probably had like what
200 maybe.
I don't even think it was that much. Yeah. I think it was like 100 maybe. Like, and the growth. I know that might not be a lot to y'all, but we are literally organically growing this thing. Like, I'm watching the views go up. I think one of our YouTube videos got like almost 100 views on it. So y'all we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for everything. And we will check in with y'all next week.
Bye.
Love y'all.
You see a bad bitch coming through, yo, what's the hola? I in that new me and new way I roll up. I tell her valet park my Benz and bring the rosa. Yo, hola, okay, hola. You see me looking pretty every time you scroll up. My God, the look the flick.